Welcome to the Port's Garrison. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Greetings and welcome to the Port's Garrison. I am PD Point, your host, and this is episode number 8 of the week that was. I hope you all had a wonderful week and is looking forward or already into this new week. Now, I normally try to cover as many topics that caught my attention in the course of the week. But I realized that persons don't necessarily want to watch very long videos. They want it short and spicy. So I've decided that I will try and cut the videos shorter and just focus on maybe the top 5 or 6 or so items that caught my attention over the course of the week. Maybe 1 or 2 sporting or entertainment events or items, and maybe the other 3 or 4 so news items. So that's the thing. I want to keep it compact and short. So without further ado, as I normally say, or without wasting your time, let's get right into the art of it. Well, last week was a very interesting week, busy week from a news perspective. So there was many items for me to choose from. But one matter that seems not to ever be going away, and I think at the end of the year to be a very strong contender for news item of the year, as it continues to feature on a weekly basis, and that is the whole matter of the stocks and securities saga, the SSL saga as I like to call it. Now, last week, Finance Minister Nigel Clark signed an agreement with Kroll Associates, a UK forensic audit firm, Kroll. And the thing is that the company will assist local law enforcement with the probe, their investigations. Now, you might be tempted to ask, so PD Point, what's wrong with that? Well, first we heard that the FBI was involved in the investigation. Then we heard that they weren't needed. And then after that, we heard that they're actually involved. So, a second overseas-based company or firm or institution is now being contracted. So they've now contracted a UK-based firm. Now, what the issue with that is, I did a little bit of research and I found out that company, a lawsuit was recently filed in the UK High Court against them, and Kroll was one of the defendants. They are facing accusations of an unlawful conspiracy and a campaign of harassment to protect Wirecard. Now, Wirecard is a German financial technology firm that has now collapsed. It has been alleged that Kroll and another company used hacked and stolen communications as a pretext for overt surveillance and specious legal threats designed to harass, distress, and ultimately to deter someone from reporting on Wirecard's criminal activities. So here's where it gets interesting and ironic. So here we have a company with allegations of theft and criminal activities in the UK being alleged against them, and they're now being paid by the Jamaican government to undercover theft and fraud in Jamaica. Now, cynical amongst us might say, well, them should be versed in the subject area, man. I don't know. I don't know if they... Is it so deep that we need all this foreign assistance to uncover it? Now, during the course of the week, and same with Nigel Clark, he presented Jamaica's first $1 trillion budget. $1 trillion to box cover. $1 trillion. He promised, as is customary, no new taxes. Says no new taxes. He claimed that Jamaica thrived through the COVID pandemic. That pandemic, we thrived through the COVID pandemic. So a little confusing for me, as in one breath he said that we thrived, and in another he said we had returned to pre-pandemic levels. Maybe thriving is relative here, has to be. According to him, Jamaica is poised to be the breakout country of the 3rd decade of the 21st century. The breakout country. What are we breaking out of? Breaking out of what? That's an interesting question. It sounds like pipeline. It's in the pipeline. We are poised to... Meanwhile, the opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, blasted the budget as woefully inadequate given the times we live in. He said, that he spoke necessarily really to the high cost of living and how it has impacted the nutritional lives of the average Jamaican. So they can't afford to buy the basic nutrition food with nutrition in it, you know, give them what they want, we need to survive. Now the top story of the week to me had to be the ongoing fight between the government and the JTA, the Jamaica Teachers Association, regarding wage negotiations. The delegates of the JTA had voted for the second time not to accept the government's offer. And during the course of the week, the teachers had a stage island-wide sick-out and protest all over the country, different schools. We saw them all over social media, very creative in their protests. The government had warned them that if they didn't accept the offer by March 31st, then there'll be no money available for retroactive payments in the new fiscal year. Sound like you're banging them over them head. Duress, bully, about them. The Ministry of Education had also warned them that they could face disciplinary action because of the protest. Industrial action, illegal. They don't have leave and can take. I don't know. I don't know. The opposition encouraged them not to be bullied by the government and not to be afraid of government badness. I saw in some quarters where the JTA was being referred to as an arm of the PNP, and there were claims that they were being influenced by the PNP. No, teachers indeed deserve better, all around better. So we should just stand with them and leave the politics out of this one. For a change, let's leave the politics out of it and deal with them nice and proper. In other news, the polls revealed dead it or razor thin margin between the PNP and the JLP. Interesting. The government announced that a review of income tax threshold is not possible this year. Now, the income tax threshold is the limit. If you earn below a certain amount, then you don't pay income tax on it. So you have to earn over 100,000 for argument's sake then to pay taxes. So the idea is increase that. So say you have to earn now over 150,000 for taxes for it to be taxable. Now the government said they can't do it this year, so they have to wait till some other time, maybe next year or whatever. Interestingly, I saw where the trial of Klansman gang was finally being completed. But most interested, not even the people who them say you are the leader and you get away. The most interesting part of it to me was the issue or the case of Stephanie Christie, otherwise called Mumma. She's the sole female accused in the ranks of the Klansman gang, and she's also, get this, a so-called pastor. A pastor of your church. She has been found guilty of being a member of this notorious criminal organization. A church pastor, yeah? So when she go to church, go preach, she go around when I can't do her illegal activities. It's pretty. So, hey, let's move on to entertainment. And this matter is more educational than entertainment, but I choose to include it because include it under entertainment because it is the brainchild of reggae artist Chronixx. So this is about Jamcoders, which is an annual summer camp on algorithms and programming for high school students, which was first launched at Mumma campus in the summer of 2022. So it's being proposed to be held again this year. The next one will be June 2nd to June 28th. And it was in the news because the deadline for registration was being extended for a second time. Now, I want to big up Chronixx for this and say, oh, well done. Well done, because our youths need to be pushing in the whole era of coding and computing. And it's an excellent venture, and I really want to applaud this artist. For a lot of time they get involved, not Chronixx, but they get involved in things that we're not so proud about, but this is something to really be proud about. So in sports, and finally in sports, it has been reported that under 17 years old KC Manning Cup player Dujuan Whisper Sterling, who's also from the Phoenix Academy, has signed a pre-contract with Chelsea FC. Big things. Now people have been asking me, because of my love for Chelsea, what is a pre-contract? So if you're not at 18, you don't have legal capacity to enter into a contract. So you can't work in England if you're not at 18. So what he's done is sign a contract to say, a pre-contract to say, when I get to 18, I will sign the proper contract. And in the interim, I will not entertain any offers from any other teams. Now, it's a good first step for him. People said Chelsea buy all for youth and sell them on. But Chelsea has the most academic players in their squad right now. And the players that Chelsea has sold have all gone on to big things. I mean, gone on to equal teams or teams in the Premier League. So their career hasn't been stalled by signing for Chelsea. So it's a good thing. Good look for Whisper. The only thing that I can think of is getting a work permit. In order to get a work permit, he has to play a maximum of games for Jamaica. And Jamaica has to be ranked in the FIFA top 50. Jamaica is currently ranked at 64. Now, he played his first game for Jamaica, I think last Saturday, when we were beaten 1-0 by Trinidad in Montego Bay. But the future is bright. So, Mr. Whisper, welcome to the Blues, where we have some Jamaicans already. Raheem Sterling and Omari Hutchinson already there in the squad. So as I say, best of luck. Blue is the color, my friend. And football is the game. I don't let me sing. Blue is the color. Football is the game. We're all together. And winning is our aim. So cheer us on through the sun and rain. Cause Chelsea is our name. Best of luck, youth man. Now, take care of you all. This is it. Short. And until we meet again, until I have something else to share with you, I want you to take good care of yourself. And as always, is manners, blessings, and enough respect.
Thanks for watching.